What if I told you could slash your electricity bill and be kinder to the environment with a simple flick of a switch? It's a great idea and anyone can do it. If you're like most Aussies, 15% of your electricity bill is spent on lighting. The only thing that uses more power is your fridge. And while they're costing you cash, your lights will also be slugging the environment, churning out 3/4 of a tonne of greenhouse gas every year. But there are stacks of ways that you can cut back on the financial and environmental cost of lighting. And you won't believe how easy and cheap most of them are. Lighting doesn't get any cheaper than free sunshine, so make the most of it with windows and skylights. And paint rooms that don't get much natural light are light colour. It'll reflect the light they do get and cut down on the artificial light you'll need. Now, you want to see some magic? I'm going to boost the amount of light that this gives off by 40 to 50% just by cleaning off the dust. And while you're up the ladder, it's worth checking on the wattage of your globe. Don't waste money and energy using strong bulbs in rooms where they're not really needed, like bedrooms. But for serious savings, go one better than that and rethink not just the wattage of the bulb you're using, but the actual type of bulb you're using. Traditional light bulbs are technically called incandescent. They work by heating an electric element to white hot. The problem is they only last about 1,000 hours, and a whopping 95% of the energy they use is lost in heat. Halogens aren't much better, although they last twice as long as incandescents, with a lifespan of about 2,000 hours. They too pump out a stack of heat, and over a year will use as much energy as 2 washing machines. Okay, so here's where you say, what are my more energy efficient, greener options?
So what are my more energy efficient and greener options?
What are my more energy efficient, greener options?
What are my more energy efficient, greener options?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Fluorescent lamps are the most energy efficient form of home lighting. They work by causing a coating in the inside of a glass tube to glow. And these days, fluoros don't just come in the traditional tube shape. Compact fluoros have bases that fit with conventional bayonet or screw-in fittings. But the really cool thing about these little babies is that they don't give off that cold white light that most people think of when they think fluoros. Modern coatings on fluoros mean you can now get a more natural coloured, warmer light. In fact, you'll hardly notice the difference until you look at your electricity bill. A 75-watt incandescent light bulb will cost you about $1. A compact fluoro version, providing the same amount of light, will cost around $5, but it will last 10 times longer. It'll use about 1/4 of the electricity, and it will save 1/3 of a tonne of greenhouse pollution. Clever, isn't it?
We have both conventional as well as the eco ones.
The one that takes a while to get a proper light, like the one that looks like a neon sign thingy, not the proper clicky ones or whatever.
I'm not a big fan of these energy-saving lamps because the light itself is not very comfortable. It's not giving a real good atmosphere.
We're switching over to those fluoro light bulbs. That's something we're doing. And we're turning off a lot more of our downlights.
We turn all the switches off when we're not using any appliances. We never leave lights on unless we need it.
Oh, I turn them off, but it's not to save electricity, it's just the way I've been brought up. Turn the bloody light off!
So, have you seen the light? Well, get this. You can have your whole house decked out in these energy-efficient beauties for free. Energy suppliers and carbon offsetting organisations employ companies that'll change over your whole house at no cost to you. So, why are the energy companies doing this? What's in it for them?
Well, switching to energy-saving light bulbs is a really simple way for householders to do their bit for the environment while also saving energy and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. So our company, Low Energy Supplies and Services, works with energy companies like Energy Australia to help local communities reduce their electricity use and the demand on the electricity network.
So, what are you waiting for? Changing your globes will help save our globe.